Semifinals here in Italy and Canada with a 3-2 win over Finland and the right to play for gold coming up on Sunday, and another nail biter. You can only imagine what the fans back home are feeling with the cardiac Canadians right now, but you didn't feel as nervous as you did today instead of the one against the Czechs. Why not?
Yeah, we had a couple conversations with the guys, Brad Marchand specifically, and he said, listen, we couldn't figure out the Czechs, but it felt different with the Finns. Even though they're down 2-0, I just felt the Finns sat back way too much. They were chipping pucks out into the neutral zone. And after a while, if you're going to do that to this Canadian roster, they're just going to make you pay. And they did just that, and they slowly clawed their way back into the game and ended up winning in regulation.
How about the power play? Came through yet again. It's come through in every single game in this tournament for Canada. 44%. And sometimes when you have so many superstars on one power play unit, there's not enough pucks to go around. Why does this one work?
Because you got Connor McDavid out there just slashing through the middle, and you got Nathan MacKinnon dropping a puck in the neutral zone to Connor McDavid, which is just insane to think about. But they just find a way to get pucks to the net. They find a way to open up seams. Not just Connor, but Cale Makar finds a seam, shoots that puck. Sam Reinhart is the beneficiary tonight, makes a great tip. And then we see Nathan MacKinnon in just before the end of regulation to finish that game off. They're just moving the puck while they're getting more and more comfortable. And when you have this many dangerous individuals that are playing together as a unit, it's hard to stop.
John Cooper has such a good feel for his team. He tinkers with the lines yet again, puts together a line that really, you loved it, and you loved the answer that we got for the chaos line, didn't you?
Chaos. Yes, the chaos line. Wilson, Bennett, and Marchand. Marchand and Bennett understand they've played with each other, and you add that little bit of TNT to the mix and Tom Wilson, and it is chaos indeed, my friend. We talked to Tom Wilson. It was just an amazing, line he gave us, which is, we know what we got to do when we get put together. No words need to be spoken. I'm so excited. It's the chaos line.
He also said that their wallets are a little bit lighter, everybody on that line, so they know what they're out there to do, right?
But they go out there and they create chaos, and they created enough chaos to score that goal, that tying goal by Shea Theodore. It's all of them that initiated it. Brad Marchand gets the net, puck squeaks out. Shea Theodore puts it in. Mamma mia.
Canada with the right to play for gold coming up on Sunday. Team USA 6-2 rout over Slovakia. And again, special teams so good in this game, both the power play, but especially the PK.
Yeah, PK has not given up a goal in this tournament. And we talk about JT Miller and Vincent Trocheck and everybody who's saying, where are they going to fit, us included? Well, they're fitting in seamlessly on this penalty kill. They have just been so good with their sticks, denying entries, and anytime a puck gets through the net, they got the big alien there, Connor Hellebuyck, to make that save.
Is Team USA the best defensive team that you've seen so far in these Olympics?
I think so. I think, the way, and you credit to the defense corps because they move so well. They're such fluid skaters, and they close so quickly. And then, Mike Sullivan, with the style that he usually likes to implement, is very detail-oriented, structured through the neutral zone. They've done a great job of squashing plays, and like I said, Connor Hellebuyck is going to give you the best chance to win back there in net.
All right, Team USA cruising through Slovakia in the semifinal 6-2. What do you make of their path to the gold medal game?
USA?
Yes, USA.
USA?
Yes.
Listen,
Germans are out, buddy.
Yeah, I know they're out. I'm sad, too, they're out. I don't think they had the toughest division, and then, the toughest game they had was Sweden, and I think they did a great job with them. I thought they kind of held play and they neutralized them, but I just don't think they've had a knockdown, drag-out game yet, and I think Canada's the team to do that for them.
All right, Eddie O would debate that. He did debate you on that, and their matchup against Sweden.
You got a bet.
And you guys have a little something on the line. So looking ahead to Sunday, and we'll do a deep dive and a preview coming up on the off day here, the bronze medal day. But Canada-US, it doesn't script any better than that.
No, it doesn't, and I think, this is the people that win are the fans, and I think, the NHL as a whole, they win. It's what we all wanted at the end of the day, and it's what all the players kind of wanted. You look at USA, we talked to some of those guys, they want redemption for Four Nations, and Canada is just that team to kind of give them the game that they want, they need, and I think it's going to be just fireworks. I can't wait.
Speaking of a win for the NHL, all 32 NHL clubs represented by the 4 teams playing in today's semifinals. All right, without further ado, the Prima Stella del Giorno. What do you got for us?
I don't know.
Give us the Prima.
Oh,
Oh, you got the right zipper. That's a win.
It's the Prima.
Oh, what a homer.
Hold my
Homer.
beer.
What? You did it the other night with 3 jerseys.
I know,
Okay.
but
My
hang on.
goodness.
The
You're getting
Prima-
worse at this.
The Prima
Yeah.
is-
Prima Homer.
is Connor McDavid.
Okay.
Because not only
History.
he did history tonight. Not only did he pass Teemu Selanne for the all-time leader in points in a single Olympics with NHL participation, he is just 2 away from the all-time in a single Olympics, Joe Juneau at 15 points. He has an opportunity to tie that or pass it. I mean, he is just incredible to watch out there, and he is putting Canada on his back.
All right, USA, Canada for gold here at the Olympics. Some of the players we spoke to said literally they lay in bed at night and dream about this. So we get that coming up on Sunday. Get out of here, Canadian.